How you doing, Ralph here, Ralfy Customs. You've caught me in the garden. I'm on the homestead. We're in the middle of summer. Fucking happy days. Let's have a quick vlog. Next on the block is this little Suzuki. We've got some pictures to work from. We're changing the rear subframe. We're having that off. We've got it held in headstock and clamped up and fucking sturdy with it, and we've got it set in the middle here, look, so we've got a datum line to work from. I know that we're having it off here. We're keeping these mounting, so I'll put a swag across here. And then we're off here, or here, not sure, and off here, and then we're making a fucking subframe like, so, yeah, that's what we're on with. I've got some pictures that I might put up, working from sketches, from customers' sketches. Our Dave, Dry Dave, Sober Dave, Young Dave, yeah, that's his name, got 3 names, bless him, Dave. Alright, now, I'm a bit tenuous, that's not the right word, is it? I have trepidation about getting this on, but I know we're straight off here, 35 to this height, 35 long from here, from the middle of that, 35 centimetres. And I think we're staying 19 to the outside, which is what these are. 190, 350 long, can't work in centimetres, I'm not a fucking at school, I'm not a schoolboy, we're working millimetres. Or inches. So my plan is, now I've tacked the sprag on, I'm going to cut this off one side, and then we've got the other side to fucking gauge height from and measure off, haven't we, to get right like. So we've got one as a reference. We're going to replace this shitty box section with a nice bit of 7/8 round, and then we're going to curve a piece in. Yeah. So what's that's left of me with, focus, a square hole and a round peg, ain't it? How are we going to do that then? How are we going to do a square to round conversion? Well, what we're going to do is, we're going to squash that tube in so it's square. We're going to make a bit of something that fits in there, a slug, a square slug, well, oblong, rectangular slug. And we're going to weld it in, and then we're going to form that end to match it, push it on, weld it up. That's my plan. Yeah, I'll do it. Right, I've had a test fit, and it ain't going to work. That works, that'll fucking knock in there lovely and weld up fucking great, but you're never going to fit that tube over that. It's not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is turn up around like normal wheel. Turn up a round that goes in there, knock it in there and weld it, even if I have to put flats on it, you know. So, yeah, I'll do that. I'll turn up a couple of slugs that fit in there, and that's what we'll use to make this join, and then we'll shape it and weld it and make it fucking lovely. Be fine. Especially with this. It's not holding the engine in, or the wheels in, or the swing arm in. It's the seat base, for fuck's sake. So, I reckon that'll be more than strong enough. I really do.
Hello gents, so
There we go, focus. We need to turn this down to 18. So let's give it a little clean up and see what's what. Oh, light's gone out. 50p didn't last long in the meter. Fucking gleaming. I need to sort that, don't I? To be fair. Let's have a look what we got. We've got 1957. So I've set my digital readout. Let's try and get a light back on. Come on, you fucker. No, give up. Okay, so X is 19.57. Enter. And we want it to be 18. So we can wind it into there. And here we go. Bit of lube. Scream if you want to go faster. We'll just let that work its way up to the chuck, slice it off with a bandsaw, and then repeat for the other side. So we've got a couple of slugs. You can join me once that's done. Like, join me again. Back on the jig. So there's one in. I've just sanded a flat on each side and hammered it in. I'm going to get some weld on it. I'm going to put a tack on here, and then look at cutting a bit of tube for here, and then we can line everything up with the existing. Can't we? We've got this way and up and down, and then we can weld it up a bit better, and we'll look at doing some plugs, etc. Right, that's one in long. So what I've done, I've put a bubble across, spirit level, so we're level, and I measured from the outside to the outside, so we're bang on. That can only be like that. Now, the next challenge is this fucker. Is joining that in there. I'm going to go and bend a couple of pieces. Well, one long piece there, look, and see how that goes. Right. So here's my fucking thinking. Is we're going to have something like that in there, look. Yeah, cuts off where that line is, so it blends in with the top tube, and then we're going to cut this down 3 sides and slice it off. So we're going to leave this bottom bit on, and we're going to slice this off on the angle so it sits in there. Like, that's the plan. We'll see how well that translates to real life after I've done a bit of cutting and fucking fettling. So you can see how that works out in the next segment. Right, that's one side tacked up. So I've sent a photo off to Dave. I'm waiting for him to get back. But what I need to do in the meantime is make some fucking brackets. So let's have a look. I need some M6 threaded brackets, and I'm hoping that I've got enough of these blanks. I've not. Bollocks. Right. So I need to get cutting and make some of these with an M6 threading. So we've got the 4 little brackets. Look. We'll come over to the pillar drill and we'll just drill them through 5mm, and then we'll use a smaller countersink tool than that to put a lead on, and then we'll hand tap them out M6. Getting started. Drop a lube. Watch them flying curly whirlies. Remember, safety third. There we go. Happy day. Right, your machine tap. In with your machine tap, which is just fucking peachy. These new taps are fucking great. Curly whirlies coming off all the way in and then all the way out. Come on. Sorted.
Don't forget, folks, Our fuck stock stickers are now available in our Etsy store, link in the description below. Fuck stock, you know it makes sense.
Someone was asking about my brown fucking cutting fluid. I can't remember who it was. If it was you, and you were wondering what it is, well, obviously the fucking label was long gone. But I've just remembered, and I'm struggling to do it one-handed, so I won't. It's sulfated. If you search sulfated cutting oil, that's what this shit is. I'm pretty sure, I think, maybe, kind of. Okay, so they're drilled and tapped, but they need fitting under once we've fucking done what we're doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the other side and chop the fucker off. I'm going to mirroring what we've done on that side. Yeah, and then we should be a good way into it, like. Righto. So we're all tacked up. Bar those brackets. Where are they? These. Bar those. I put them on last on the little Suzuki. So we'll have a quick weld up and a quick fettle. Get them brackets on. And that's another one ticked off. Ain't it? Happy days. And there we have it. One stubby, stocky back end. Yeah. With the tabs on. There's M6 tabs in place. It's still locked, so I'm not going to touch it. All welded up and cleaned up. I'm ready to fucking rock and roll. Okay, so with that done, over there it is. It's going out. Ready to go out. We've got this back in because in this box, in this package, there's a bit of threaded rod that will allow us to fit this tank strip. Yeah. I need to make something that goes through there with a threaded hole, and then that goes down there. Yeah, goes down there into something, and then this strap rolls round. In fact, I can sort of start that off. I'll get the seat off and we'll roll that round and see where it's got to go. And there's a toggle the other end. I'm not showing you. No, it's this toggle affair the other end. This fixing something on the frame that clips on that. Yeah, so that goes all goes forward. That clips on that, which is attached to the back of the strip, and then you pull that toggle down to tighten it all up. That's how it works, and it's adjustable there and with the threaded thing at the front, so it will make sense, I'm sure, I think, kind of, as I'm doing it. And as an aside, these, you remember I made these if you follow along, the old stainless nuts on to bolt this down. I'm not happy with them. What I'm going to do is take them off and put them on this top side, so when you tighten it down, it's sandwiching the fitting between the base, sorry, between the fitting and the frame, which is much stronger. Yeah, so as it stands now, although you've got nut and bolt holding it if you like, the weakest link's these rivets. If them rivets get loose, then this gets loose, and so on and so forth. That's not ideal. So I'm going to drill those out and pop those onto the other side. Pop them through there, bolt them up and get them riveted through there with some wide washers. I think that'll be the one. And I don't mean wide washers, I mean some large-headed fucking rivets. So the rivets will flare out more. That's what I'm fucking about trying to say. You'll see. Again, it'll make more sense when you read it back, I'm sure. Right, first up, this is different to one that I've got on another job. In regards to the size of pin that will fit through. This won't take an M6. I can't drill it and tap it because it's fucking only 6mm. So I'm going to make a toggle piece. I'm going to make a short piece of stainless that's TIG welded to a bit of fucking threaded. Yeah. And then that's going to pass through a tube. I don't know where I've put the tube, but I've got some. That is fitted down in the bowels. of the headstock area, it will be on this down there. See where my finger is? It will be on there. Yeah. So that should get us about there. Let's get over to the lathe. Look, it's just got to clean the ends of this up in the lathe, and then get tigging that little bit of fucking that stainless threaded rod that I've got on there. Right, so we're just gonna face up these ends, nice and steady, look, and then give them a bit of roundy with the file, just like that. Do the same, that over stops. Same with the other end. You spin it around, have it in there, nice and steady. There we go. Round it. Sorted. So that's one bit done. So the next thing I need to do is TIG weld. So look at my reflection. So TIG weld this threaded rod to that pin so it stays in there like a little toggle. So we've found our tube and where it needs to sit in the frame. I can't really get in to show you, but it needs to stand off because of this front mount. It needs to miss this. It sits in there, look. And to get if I just weld the tube directly on this tube, you won't get a nut on it. So I'm going to make a little standoff. A little T-piece like this, look. So we'll get that tigged up, cooled down, and then we should be able to tack it on with a MIG onto the frame. So that is now on there, look. Little fucking T, and we've marked the centre of this tube. So I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to put the tank back in position and drop this down so that we're bang on and get a tack on, and then we should be golden. So with the front anchored, oh, there it is, in place. Yeah. We can look at this back with the toggle latch fucking thing. I'm going to need to see how I'm going to make that sit. I'm guessing we're coming off here like, because that's all we've got in the vicinity. I wonder if I can get this electrics box out of the way and see about fitting something in the middle there for that toggle setup. Let's have a look at that. So here's what I've got, like we did with the rear brake reservoir. We're going to utilise the power of the electrics box because I don't want to impinge on this where the air filters are going to go and all that shit. So it kind of sits like that now with that hanging down. And we're going to mount the toggle latch, which is the awkwardest thing on the fucking planet to fucking wrestle. It's like fucking wrestling an octopus. It's like trying to fucking sort out bagpipes. But that's going to go on there. Now, I don't think that's stainless. I think that's chromed. Let's have a test with a magnet. Yeah, it's magnetic. Sorry, I'm not showing you very well. That's fucking magnetic. So it's not stainless. So we need to make some means of fixing that on there, don't we? So we want a couple of bits of stainless with hole in, or something, don't know. You see the original had them riveted, but Racing, who makes a fantastic handmade exhaust, has welded that bracket on them all and had them chromed, so So that's that. It's not going to fucking rivet on there like that. Which is a shame. I could cut that off, I suppose, couldn't I? And rivet that on there. But I don't really want stuff going through to the inside of this because it might get in the way of the battery and shit. So I think just that. If I can somehow figure out a way, like 2 little brackets with a bolt through or something, or fucking 2 bits of tube or something. You could even have a threaded and a plain and it screws through, can I? 2 bosses with a flat machined on them, stainless. I'm going to have to make something either way. Let's see what I can come up with, eh? Right, so what I plan to do is use a couple of bits of this, faced off, drilled out 6mm, and then parted off at 6mm long. And then that's going to sit with one either side, and they'll be ticked to the electrics box. So I'll get on and make those off camera because this video is dragging on a bit already, but you can see the sort of thing that I'm going to do, and then we'll go from there. Right? Alright, fucking hell, that was difficult. But we got there. So we've got these toggle meister on the front of the electrics box, like fucking so. And then we've got the fucking tightener upper on the front there. I've left that purposely long. There's a rubber strip that sits, well, sponge, foam. Anyway, there's a strip that sits under that strap, and that's going to affect it all. This is adjustable with holes, as you can see. I think there, look, different holes for the fucking doodah, and this is adjustable by tightening up that nut. And there's loads poking up long. I can get in. There's loads of thread there, look. So you can waz it right down and snug it up. Last job, the very, very last thing that I need to produce, and then it's stripped down, weld up time, is the steering stop, which I've just marked. So I'm going to measure that width and measure this sticky off it to it then, and then weld a piece on there. Bob's your answer. And that, it's fucking, it's gone blue, look, is one steering stop. So that's tank strap done, steering stop done, everything done. I've just spoken to Ali, and he's not in this weekend to come and have a look. He's away, so he's going to do it after. Next time you see that, it'll all be in bits and I'll be welding it up. So that's another one to tick off. One finished there, one finished over there, ready with the hoist for collection, and a week finished for me. So let's see what's going on next week. It's a bit fragmented, not much to show this week, so I've been off crook. I've had a bit of gastro problems that we won't go into. Nothing messy, I'll just say that. So it just leaves me, as always, to thank you for watching, yeah? Please give me a thumbs up and a sub if you like what you see. Check back next week, and we'll have some more shenanigans going on, yeah? Have a look at the description below and all that bump in there. And I'll see you next time. Big love, everyone. See you soon.